let's go with an over. Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills. This game total is still under 50, 49.5. Yeah, I love smashing the over in this spot. Buffalo Bills, one of the highest scoring teams in the league, going up against the Miami Dolphins defense. They don't get pressure. They're banged up. They haven't stopped anyone. The Miami Dolphins look like they've thrown in the towel on this season already. And can you really blame them? The team is talking about trading their quarterback. This is also a team that can't run the ball, which is great for hitting overs because they play at a faster pace. So expect the Bills to put up a ton of points early. Expect the Dolphins to go into a fast-paced offense like they've basically done every game the last month. And expect there to be lots of points. I think Buffalo could come close to hitting this on their own with how bad Miami has played on both sides of the ball late. But Tua should be able to move the ball here against the prevent enough. Even if you just look at the trends, Buffalo was one of the best teams at hitting overs last year. They're still 4-3 in that regard this year, but this is not a team you typically want to take the under on. And again, this total's still at under 50, so I really like the Dolphins and the Bills to go over that number.
Huge spread in that game, too. 14-point favorites, the Bills are. Pierce, what about you, dude? Favorite total?
Bears 49ers. 39.5 is just way too low for a professional football game. I know people are down on the Bears and people are down on the 49ers, but man, 39.5, how can they not go over this? Yeah, there's concern with Justin Fields being a pretty terrible quarterback, but the problem is he's got a terrible offensive line. He's constantly under duress. But if you look at San Francisco, 26th in adjusted sack rate, 26th in pressure rate, 31st in QB hits. So if there's ever a matchup for Fields to have time to find those deep passes and to just get this thing over 39.5, we don't need a great game. We just need him to move the ball some, score a limited amount of points. And then if you read Jeff's article this week at DK Nation, he's big on Eli Mitchell. Eli Mitchell against the best rush defense in football last week went for over 100 yards. Shouldn't have a problem this week. We know the Shanahan San Francisco offense is run heavy. I think people are way too down on a San Francisco team. They're not that far off. They're still running the ball effectively. Again, they don't have to be awesome. Just get 39.5 points. They can do this.
The Bears have allowed 5.8 yards per carry in the last two games.
Wow, that's an incredible stat. Reid, how about
if you read my article on Sunday Night Showdown, you know that Eli Mitchell, most people don't read, Jeff. Was a captain spot. And look, Jeff should be Ulrich unders. It's just like the alliteration is much better than that. And we got lucky. Everyone who bet the under last night got lucky. That should have hit the over.
Yep.
If AJ Green just turns around and knows this anyway.
I mean, even if that first touch, the last touchdown wasn't like overturned.
I mean, if we're being honest, if everyone had just listened to me and bet the Packers money line, we'd all be rich right now.
It's true. We wouldn't be here. We'd actually be able to buy this.
I
was too busy actually telling Brendan Glasheen's bets on Twitter. But look, Jacksonville at Seattle. Yes. Under 44.5. I know Pierce just mentioned a low point total, right, for his San Francisco. And like these are NFL teams. I get that. But Seattle with Geno Smith is not great. It is not great. Their last 3 games, Seattle, they've averaged 36 points. And look, Jacksonville even after their bye, going into Seattle as a visitor, a rookie quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, even though that Seattle defense is bad, that worries me. Eight unders, I believe, hit last week. And so I'm sticking with that trend. I don't like the pace of both of these teams play. Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence coming into Seattle, even though this is a bad Seattle team, I'm going to take the under.